How's it going, everybody? This is Top Drabble. Hope you're having another great day, and welcome back to another video. Alright, it's time for another edition of Classical Conversations. In this series, I'll talk about everything in regards to classical music, whether it's through how an orchestra is made, everything in regards to concerts, and just why classical music is so important in this world today. So this is going to be everything in regards to the world of classical music. And we're going to go a little out of bounds for this one. And for this one, I'm going to be talking about film concerts. Now, this is probably one of the more popular kinds of classical music concerts there is, because orchestras around the country and the world do tend to play a lot of film concerts. But many that could go to one for the first time are probably wondering, what is one like? Well, I'm going to share a little bit about that with you here in this video, as we happen to have a film concert that's coming up literally next week. So obviously, as you all know, orchestras around the world, like the one that I work at the New Jersey Symphony, we hold around 16 to 18 or maybe even more weekends for concerts every single year, and most of it is ranging in regards to the classical concerts. But there are a ton of special concerts that orchestras around the world do tend to do, and one of the most popular ones there are here in this world are film concerts. Now, for those that don't know what a film concert is, a film concert is basically a kind of classical music concert in which a popular film, and it really doesn't matter what kind of film, whether it's like a sci-fi film or maybe even a thriller, an action or a romance film, no matter what kind of genre it is a film that is projected on a screen. However, unlike in a regular movie theater, it is completely different because there's an actual orchestra that is playing underneath it. So literally what happens here is that the orchestra is playing the entirety of the score of the film literally to the actual film while it is being played in front of the audience that is watching that film. It's literally a mixture of two things that is happening in one concert. And that tends to be very, very tough sometimes, because in order to be able to perfect a film concert, you really need to have to hit every single note to perfection. And that's something that a lot of orchestras really try to prioritize, is making sure that you're literally in line with what is going on above you. Literally everything that is happening in the film projected above you, every single major moment that takes place in the film, every single note that you play in that particular score, it literally needs to hit at the exact time of that particular moment. Trust me, it takes a lot of work to be able to pull that off. Now, in regards to what kind of films they play, as I said before, it can literally range from any sort of genre. So usually, most of the time, sometimes it would be usually sci-fi thrillers or maybe even romance films or drama films or something like that. So usually they would mostly go along the lines of that. But again, there have been times where they've also branched out to other genres as well. Sometimes there could be one or two horror films that get a film concert, maybe even a cartoon film, maybe a popular animated film. Sometimes that can get a little bit of a playing as well. There are so many different kinds of genres that can be turned into a film concert that literally you can attract anyone to go to those concerts. And it's probably one of the more popular kinds of concerts there are in the classical music world, because usually, as I've said before, classical music concerts, you'll be lucky to get at least a good amount of the actual hall filled. Like usually around 2/3 of it will probably be good enough. Here, you can usually get a real good opportunity to fill out the entirety of that hall, because film concerts are that popular here in the orchestra world. Why do I say that? Because in almost all of the film concerts that I have been a part of since joining the New Jersey Symphony, a lot of the concerts, like for example the Harry Potter and the Star Wars concerts, and maybe even at times a little bit of the Jaws concerts that we did in the past, almost the majority of the hall was filled out. Like literally about outside of maybe at least a few seats in the balcony and maybe even on the orchestra level, almost every single one of those seats would be filled out. And because of that, that's exactly why they are very popular, because film concerts, if it's a very popular film, like for example Jurassic Park, which we are doing next week, or maybe even Star Wars or Harry Potter, something like that, hey, those kinds of films, you are going to fill a lot of seats during that time. But again, it also takes a lot of coordination as well, because the thing is that in order to really pull one off for all the fans to see, it has to be a film that is well known to the public. You know, as I said before, Star Wars, Harry Potter, those are two of the most likely ones that come into the scene. Jaws, which we've done before, you know, that's obviously another film that could be very popular with the adult crowd. And maybe sometimes, you know, maybe go a little bit out of bounds. Like, for example, like one time, like during the 21-22 season, we actually did Casablanca in concert, which was a film that I actually remember seeing first in my film class when I was taking it at Union College. We actually did a film concert for that during the 21-22 season. Yeah, there were not a whole lot of people that were there that actually witnessed the film, but still, you know, it had a lot of historical significance, and we just felt like that doing a film concert like that would be really cool, because obviously, you know, it provided a lot of significance, and there are a lot of people that may have watched the film back in the past that remember it, that would really enjoy getting to watch a film like that with the orchestra performing the score of it literally to the film at the exact same time. So yeah, film concerts are really that popular. They are one of the many kinds of concerts that a lot of fans would really go to enjoy, because if you were to get a real well-known film and then really play the entire score of that while the film is playing, you're going to get a lot of people excited. You're going to get a lot of people to come out, to go to the hall, get those butts in their seats, and really enjoy watching the film. And also to add the subtitles to that as well, which makes it easier to really figure out what's going on, what everybody is saying as well. And really, you get the full film experience in a completely unique and different way than you would normally see in the movie theater. Trust me, it is that exciting. As long as we are still performing classical music concerts, hey, you're going to continue to get those kinds of special concerts as well, no matter what kinds of specials that you get. You know, as I said before, there are other specials that you get out there. You know, you got those family concerts, you may get those community concerts as well, but the film concerts, those are usually one of the most popular ones there are out there. If you get a well-known film, trust me, it is going to sell. That being said, you know, as I mentioned before, Jurassic Park is one of the most well-known sci-fi films in all of the world. You know, obviously, it was a big hit when it first came out in 1993. We are going to be performing it next week at 4 different venues, and I'm really looking forward to that. So obviously, if you're anywhere around the Morristown, New Brunswick, Newark, or Red Bank areas, I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing you guys there. We're also doing Batman, and we're also doing Star Wars, and I was hoping to really see Metoda in concert happen. We had that plan for last month, however, because of the SAG-AFTRA strike, unfortunately, Danny DeVito could not be able to do it. So hopefully at some point we will be able to really get that going, because that would be a very fun concert. And speaking of concerts like that, you know, concerts like Metoda, or, you know, maybe another concert like, you know, like Saving Private Ryan, which is something that I have in my mind as a potential future film concert. Those are kinds of concerts where it could be a once in a lifetime experience, you know, something that would really happen only once before a person dies. You know, that can be a very special kind of film concert. So because if you are literally there, you are one of the very few people that will really get the opportunity to say you witnessed a once in a lifetime film concert, because it's something that you will likely never see again. So obviously that's exactly why we're hoping to ultimately get Metoda back on soon, because obviously with a guy like Danny DeVito, who is very well known here in New Jersey, in fact he literally lives here in the state of New Jersey, boy, it would be very exciting. But yeah, as I said before, it takes a whole lot of work to be able to pull something like that off. It has to take a lot of planning. It has to take a lot of coordinating with those that made the film to be able to pull off a weekend full of dates, so that way they can be able to really set all of this up. And most importantly, you have to have it as a well-known film, because if it's a film that not many people know, you're not really going to get that many people. You know, it's going to be just like a classical concert where you might be lucky to maybe get 2/3 of the hall filled. But if it is a popular film that almost everybody knows, you're going to get a whole lot of people to go see your concerts. And that's why film concerts are so special. Going to the movies is obviously one of the most popular things that Americans love to do every day. It's a very popular leisure activity, because whenever there's a new movie that everybody wants to see that comes out for at least 4 or 5 weeks in theaters, everybody goes there to see it, because they know, at least until it comes out on DVD, that this is likely the only time that they're going to see it until then. But hey, when you're able to project that into a film concert, it's like bringing back memories from the first time that you had actually seen that film in public. And no matter what film it is, if you see it with the actual orchestra performing it literally to the entirety of the film, hey, it really provides an experience like no other. And that's exactly why film concerts are so popular. And that goes into what I'm about to say here, not just on behalf of the New Jersey Symphony, but every musical organization there is in this world. If you have never experienced a film concert before, I highly encourage you to go check out at least one of them before you die, because just like in a movie theater experience, a film concert experience, it is like no other. Trust me, you will be blown away by what you see. And film concerts are really designed to do exactly that, blow you literally away. And that's why I personally enjoy getting to be a part of film concerts and getting to promote them at the New Jersey Symphony. And it's exactly why film concerts are a real main staple in the classical music world, and will likely remain that way for the remainder of its existence. And so there you go, that's just my whole take on this. Film concerts are very, very popular because you can really get so many great films and turn them into film concerts. Literally everybody is going to enjoy it. So I really like to hear from you. Have you ever been to a film concert before? And if so, what movie was it that was being played? And what was it like? Did you really enjoy it? And what did you see that was really different in comparison to actually watching it in the movie theaters? Feel free to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll be more than interested in hearing your opinions about it. Anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you'd like to see more of my content, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. Comment below for future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's blogs, projects, or challenges, you name it. Leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to make them. As always, follow me on my social media. All the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for this midweek upload. I hope you're having another great day. And as always, I hope to see you all again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.